Hi, everybody. I'm DL. I really hope you're doing well. I honestly do. Evil is with us. Evil, the lost art of keeping a secret. Jimmy, Evil, how are you today?
I'm so excited, and I just can't
Are you?
hide it. I'm
Are
about to lose
you about to
control.
lose control? Because you don't seem like it.
You know, I played my cards close to my vest, but not close enough because
Not
you all
close
know
enough.
how much I like rated R.
Also with us is Rachel, the feel-good hit of the summer, polio. Rachel, how are
Aw.
you?
Drugs. I'm good.
Yeah? Are you on nicotine or Valium or ecstasy or marijuana or
I'm
I
on
have a
alcohol
government
or
job. The first
cocaine? How
couple
long is
years of my
cocaine
job.
can't stay in your system long enough to fail a drug test, right?
So the first couple years
Let's try.
of my job, I was tested. I think I was tested 5 times in 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Initially, and then like 4 like surprise tests. They just kind of hand you a paper and go
Surprise.
take a break and go pee in this cup for me. And then again, but it was a hair cutting one, and they cut like little bits of
Ooh.
your hair
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
off. And so that one, yes, I feel like cocaine would have probably. I have a lot of hair. It's
Mm.
pretty long. It'll stay in there
You got
for a
that
while.
cocaine hair.
I got that
But
cocaine hair, so I can't do drugs.
along with the government, do they ever give you drug tests where they make you take a drug and see
Not for
what
my
happens?
position. That would be a
You should
fun
get
job.
one of those jobs. That sounds
right?
awesome.
I have a
Mhm.
boring job.
If you missed it, go back, listen to the last episode where we talk all about Josh Homme and Friends, aka Queens of the Stone Age, aka Sons of Caius, aka all the stuff that he's done.
So many
Yeah.
things.
Rachel, what have you learned? What have you learned about Queens of the Stone Age,
Mm.
studying for them, that you didn't know? Since you had no, I'm trying to make a joke. It's not working. Some sort of Billy talent adjacent joke, but it isn't working here. So
So when Angie was like, listen to Billy wait, was it you or Angie? No, Angie was the other one. Son of a bitch. Joke lost.
Love that band.
What was the one that Angie brought in?
Son of a bitch.
No.
son of a bitch. It was Nick Cave's
Nick
monkey
Cave.
jerking off one. What was it?
That was a good one.
What the fuck is that album called?
Oh my God.
Jerk off monkey. Angie, what is it?
Angie's screaming at the radio right now.
Oh,
You
My brain's
idiots, she says in her fun
full
accent.
of-
okay, but what about it?
What about Queens? Have I learned?
Just
I
say
really
something.
talked
Just
myself
fucking
up.
talk.
Say fucking anything at this point. I don't know that I learned anything new listening to these albums outside of like there was just more stuff that I liked.
Grinder Man.
Okay.
Because again, like that concert was like the pinnacle of my lifetime, and so that was just the best thing in the entire world. And so I didn't think that, and I didn't find anything that was better because it's all recorded. Whatever. It's not this beautiful artistic performance, but yeah,
Yeah.
all really good and all stuff. A little. Trevor will just listen to whatever I want to listen to, which is to a fault of like, so I never hear his music. I'll hear songs every once in a while. And we were supposed to see Queens last September, I think, or so. And they canceled like last September, maybe the year before.
Was that because of Homme's injuries and stuff?
No, they canceled because it was an outside venue and it was insanely windy. And they were really afraid that the sound equipment was going to fall
Yeah.
on the audience.
Yeah.
Very understandably. In Utah, Idaho, in this area, things are just so fucking windy all the time that it was.
Yeah.
But it was unfortunate because they canceled it minutes before it was supposed to start. We got in, we paid for parking, we were standing in line to get in, and we see people turning around and leaving, and we're like, what the fuck's going on? And they're like,
Lame.
check his Instagram. And sure enough, on the
Yeah.
Instagram, it was like, sorry, guys, we don't want to kill you. So they postponed it, and then they end up canceling it altogether. So,
Lame.
yeah.
Grinder Man was
Grinder
the name
Man.
of that
It
album.
was Grinder Man. That was the name
I
of
said
it.
that.
Monkeys.
I said that.
Did
Evil
you?
did say that.
Yeah.
You got to speak up. I don't think he said that.
I'll speak up. It's Grinder Man.
Your dog disagrees. Evil.
They're
He didn't
fighting.
say it.
Same question. Since the hour and 30 minutes we've been talking, has your mind changed drastically about the Queens of the Stone Age?
So much.
Yeah. Do you hate them now?
They're terrible.
Mhm.
Can't stand them. Never going to listen to them again. Not going to
Ever.
buy a whole bunch of their albums.
Easy enough.
How many
Do
do
you
you
guys
own
want to talk about
currently?
their albums?
I only have rated R currently,
Okay.
but that's going to
Would you say it's your favorite?
It's all right.
It's all right.
It's an okay
Okay.
album.
Let's talk albums.
I will say, and we can get into it soon, that much like most bands, certain albums hit different when you're vinyling them as opposed to,
Sure.
you know, Spotify playlisting.
Yeah.
There was a split second in the off season that I made the decision that, you know what, I think I'm going to get rid of Spotify. And it didn't work.
Yeah, no. There's too much.
So at least I thought about it, right?
Yeah, that's half the battle.
least I
That's the first step.
At least I pretended to care. We got to get to the most important part of the night. What are we drinking? I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to say that nobody has changed a goddamn thing since the last episode. Slight chance maybe Evil did. So we'll go with him last. I am still drinking a Cuba Libre. Here's the thing. Sometimes you're on vacation and you're lazy and you just want to pour rum and Coke into a thing and then throw some lime in there. And suddenly it's not just a boring old rum and Coke. It's a Cuba Libre. That's what I'm drinking. And
What kind of rum do you have? Tell the people.
the first one I did was the plantation rum. Now I'm drinking Smith and Cross.
Wow. That's a funky Cuba Libre.
It is. It's different. It's good. I don't know which one I like better. The Smith and Cross isn't hitting the way I thought it was going to hit because I think I'm a little buzzed, so it doesn't. I was expecting to be punched in the face, and it didn't punch me in the face.
Already drunk.
Yeah. Woohoo. Rach. Samesies?
Samesies. Moscow Mule 10 Barrel Brewing Company. 10.9%. Making my way through it.
How's it going? Is it still...
I mean, the first sip is always going to be a confusing...
bitter beer face?
Yeah. But again, way too sweet. It's fine.
Okay. If it's way too sweet
for
you,
for me. Yeah.
That's for Donk. Yeah.
I have calmed down in my old age, but still too sugary.
Evil.
Little whipped cream. Take the edge off.
Evil. Are we still on the tequila?
No, I actually poured another glass, so I changed it up by having more.
Is it the same tequila?
Yeah, it is. It's
okay.
Corazon Expressions and Añejo aged in old Rip Van Winkle barrels.
I appreciate that
That's
you
fun.
enunciate expressions the correct way. Expressions? There's some art behind it. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I can do ASMR. I can do.
Go on.
First
expressions.
Yeah. Let's take a break from our SMR and let's talk about a bunch of Queens of the Stone Age albums. We'll be right back. Hi, everybody. Do you guys want to talk about 1998's Queen of the Stone Age?
I would like to.
September 22nd, 1998 is when this released. It was produced by Joe Barresi. Joe Barresi has actually done a lot of pretty amazing shit. Melvins, Tool, Chevelle, Coheed and Cambria, L7, Nine Inch Nails, Avenged Sevenfold, Weezer, Soundgarden, like you name it, he's played a part of it. And this speaks a lot to that whole Joshua Tree fucking, you can get anybody that you want if you are from there. It really is just, Hame was born into a cheat code, basically, which God bless. Or some could say maybe he brought the cheat code. I don't know. Maybe he's the prime factor. Who knows? Yeah, Joe Barresi was the engineer of Pinkerton, so you know I am 110% fan. It was just Hame and Alfredo Hernandez. That was it. Hame did everything. It was a lot like the original Foo Fighters LP. It was just Hame doing music. Yeah. He just wasn't as good of a drummer as Grohl, so he got somebody else to do them for him. Queens of the Stone Age self-titled album sounds like I think the stoner rock thing is it's okay to call it that. It's like fucking Tom York if he grew up in fucking Palm Springs. The breakdowns in Spiders and what is it, Vinegaroons? I don't know. It's almost a little too cerebral for me to fall under stoner rock. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this album? Were you familiar with it before studying for this?
Yeah, I haven't listened to it as much as some of their others, but
me neither.
Heard the whole thing before. And some of the tracks like show up, like I mentioned before, I would set Queens of the Stone Age radio when I was doing the kettlebell training thing, and it would just play all day, and I'd hear a lot of these songs in it. It's a mix. It's like half Kaya's stoner rock riffs and then half the more interesting, quirky ideas that we see in the next few albums. So it's like a transitionary period for me.
It's super 90s.
Yeah.
Like I hear elements on this album that I'd hear on fucking like 311 albums. Or new. I don't know if you guys know the band New, the NEU exclamation point, like them. Rachel, what did you think of the self-titled?
You know, like I said last episode, It's an impressive, it's not my favorite. It's an impressive debut
Spoilers.
in that they already knew what they were doing and already had kind of their foothold in their sound. It wasn't
Yeah.
super refined quite yet, and that's, a little bit maybe to their detriment, but it's a debut. Nobody's expecting it to just blow you out of the water. So I was pretty impressed by it already. Josh had been playing at that point for 15 years
Right.
in a band.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing.
It totally. And I think did Chris Goss help with sound engineering or something like that on this?
Yes.
might
Well,
have
he
been.
did
bass?
he played bass.
He played bass on it.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Chris Goss obviously, as I think most of you listening to this know, he became a pretty prominent name with this, having to do with this band, I should say. Chris Goss being,
Yeah.
I don't know what, stoner rock. What would you say Chris Goss is? Evil? Like a desert rock founder? Or I don't know what you call him.
Like his project, like, what the heck is it called?
Master of Reality?
Masters of Reality. I want to say it was started in like the Northeast, but yeah, he wound up
Well,
like
that's
desert rock. Became like,
he's from Syracuse. What the hell?
yeah, longtime collaborator with the band. Produced Caius albums, so that's like the tie in there, and then went on to produce multiple albums with the crew, which we'll talk about soon. Yeah,
it's a good. I don't know. I don't know. There, it's very. If you want to take a glimpse into what I think Jame's musical growing into what he was going to be musically, it's this fucking album. It's very, very early. It's very raw. It's very,
Sure.
Yep.
It's almost like a high school kid in his garage, but with
really good
stellar fucking production levels.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's not I'm not knocking it. It's not, there's just something very, I don't know, or not organic, innocent, or something very new to, I don't know.
I feel like it's like the blueprints for later work. Like it's them getting ready to telling you what's going to happen, kind of.
Totally. Yes, that's
scratch
well
pad.
put. It has great reviews, but I don't know if it got great reviews originally, or if Rolling Stones went back in 2020 and was like, oh, by the way, we're giving
every time
this. Yes.
Every time they do.
I don't know what the original reviews for this album were.
I think it was fairly well received, but on such a small scale that, like to your point, I think more people found it after the fact and then went back and like, oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I know that the fans of this album are super fans.
Yes. This might have been the most confusing album to me.
Yeah.
Studying for this, trying to figure out how much I liked it or not. There would be times where I'd listen to it and I'd be like, this is actually fucking great. Like, this is, and then there were times where I'd be listening to it and be like, okay, I really want to move on now. So it's hard. All I know is that I love the album, and I love that it's clear that this was very important for Hallmade to find his guitar sounds in.
Yeah.
Which
yes, very much so.
The rest of the Queen's trip super vital. Super, I don't know. Really help mold a sound. Blueprint, what Rachel said. It's copy paste, I guess.
My one kind of gripe about it is how disjointed it is. It doesn't flow like an album should to me. Like, I like most of the songs on it by themselves, but it feels like we're going from this to this and then this to this.
Sure.
And that's where I picked up oh, this is a Kaya song. This is like him experimenting with new sounds. And this one's in the pocket. This is like, this is Goldilocks. This one, he found it here,
Yeah, totally. Evil, what is your favorite, or what is the best song on the Queens of the Stone Age self-titled album?
I had to pick two because of the 50-50.
Because of the title of one of them?
I picked, for if you're a Caius fan, if you lean more towards the Caius end of the spectrum of Queens of the Stone Age, it's Mexicola.
Okay.
And that's a banger. That song is a fucking banger. That's Caius. That's a Caius song. if you're a future Queens of the Stone Age fan, I would say If Only, because that's one of the ones where I feel like this is really what they're going to become.
Gotcha. Yeah, these aren't the droids you're looking for. Went from one of my least to my most favorite as I studied it. There's just cool stuff going on, and I don't know. Maybe I feel like I should have smoked pot when I listened to this album, but I didn't. But I think Can't Quit Me Baby is my favorite. It's super early Hame, but it's like there's a very, you can tell he was hanging with Lanigan. It's just a rad fucking song. I'm super into it. Rach,
Also
what's the best song?
The bass on Can't Quit Me Baby. That
Yes.
intro bass. Beautiful. I'm on the exact same page as Evil. If Only and Mexico were my top two on there.
It's Kismet.
Yeah.
Meant to be.
It's Kismet. Hey, Evil, why don't you talk to us about an album that we think you might like?
Maybe.
It's okay.
Okay, good.
Released on June 6th of the year, in the year 2000. Anybody? Conan O'Brien?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Rated R was released in June 6th of 2000, recorded December 99 through March of 2000 at Sound City in Van Nuys. Their first of many records produced by Chris Goss.
Chris Goss.
This, I think Oliveri joined shortly after the recording of the first album. So this album has Mark, obviously, Oliveri, Gene Troutman on drums, and of course, Josh. And this album is lightning in a bottle. Yeah. There's something about the mood of this album that's unlike any other album I've ever heard before, including subsequent albums in their catalog. I found it, I think I said maybe last episode, maybe a year after it was released, and I'm just like, what is this? I've never heard anything like this before, and completely blew me away.
Oh yeah, no, totally. It was the first album with Interscope,
major label debut,
which they didn't love.
Yeah,
imagine that, guys like this not really working very well with a giant label. But I think they were okay with the money though.
Probably.
I would think so. I would hope so.
Always seems to be the case. Was it this? It was this one, right? Or was it the next? Was it this one, or was it songs for the? No, never mind. No, shut up, David. Rachel, rated R. What'd you think?
This was good. I thought this was. Nope, that was going to be a giveaway. Doesn't matter. You're going to put your votes in. I thought this one was going to be my favorite when I listened to it, and I definitely thought this one was going to be Evil's favorite when I listened to it the first time, because I went in chronological order when I was listening to all these guys.
Okay.
This was great. This was a good, swimming in the pond after they got their feet wet sort of album for me. And they seemed very self-aware and knowing what they wanted to do on this album, which was great, especially moving forward from that. So it's like their identity is kind of cemented, I guess, in this, and their sound is cemented in this.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Feel good hit of the summer. That's kind of says everything for me about this, and I love it.
So silly.
It's awesome. Yeah. Apparently, one of the stories was that it was him stumbling through the desert at night after a New Year's Eve party, trying to remember what exactly he had consumed. And with Goss 2000, I think Evil put it perfectly. It's kind of lightning in a bottle. It feels so much more adulty than its predecessor is.
You said cerebral about the previous album. That this is that, but also artful at the same time.
Well, you have songs. You have songs like fucking Lightning Song that's way more. I don't even know, like a smarter Soundgarden song than it is a desert rock song. That sort of thing.
1000%.
Yeah, Hame is really starting. He's kind of figured out how to put his heart on an album. He's also got Oliveri. Oliveri is the backbone of these fucking albums. He is absolutely crushing these albums. And also Hame also starts to find his vocal. He starts to croon a little bit in this one, and he's
more comfortable.
That's where Hame is kind of fucking rad to me. Because and this is my DL's hot take of the night. Hame does a lot of higher range stuff. I'm not a huge fan of his higher range singing. I'm not a huge fan of his falsetto or
Hmm.
when he's close to falsetto. I would much rather hear him in his lower register. And he starts to do a lot of that lower register stuff on here, singing about nicotine and Valium and marijuana and ecstasy and alcohol.
I feel like Songs for the Deaf, and we'll talk about it plenty coming up, is
Hope so.
probably a better album experience front to back. But what they captured here, it's like they're grabbed a hold of a badger by the tail and they just like trying to not let it bite them, and they eventually had to let it go. I don't know how you sustain what happened on this album.
It really is.
We talk about Josh and his singing, and I don't know if Lanigan sounded better than some of the stuff on here, but also Nick's vocals, like there are three lead singers on this, and that's an element that after he left, for obvious reasons, I mean, yeah, you had to kick him out because what a dumb fuck. But that's a missing element for me from that point forward. And having both of those guys leave at kind of the same time, like a lot of bands would crumble after that. Like they kept it together, but it's still not the same. It's not the same as what happened
there
here.
You can tell that even in the studio or at, you don't just write in the studio. If you're a regular band, you also write on the road and stuff like that. And there is a vibe that those guys bring that they don't have later on in their career. You know, you have songs like on Rated R. My best example of this is Better Living Through Chemistry. Mark Lanegan doesn't sing on that song, but that's a fucking Mark Lanegan song. Like that song sounds like you are not writing that song if you are not Hame, Oliveri, and Lanegan. There's a vibe there, and it's super dark, and it's super like it's raw and it's dark and it's not creepy, but like, oh, that guy's been through more than me. Okay, that's a bookend right there. There's a lot of that sort of feeling on this album of just like, it's funny because you say it's almost like they're just chasing each other around trying to put out each other's fires. It just sounds like dudes that know what the fuck they're doing.
It just all came together here.
Yeah.
And I've used this, I don't know if I've used this on the podcast, but I've been saying this a lot. The concept of like liminal spaces, like transitionary spaces. This album is that. It's like something that it feels otherworldly, and because of that, it couldn't last.
Yeah. With the guys involved, it definitely couldn't last.
Right.
For sure.
I mean, I could go song by song on this, and it's just like, oh my God, this song has this element to it, and this next one has this, and they're all so different but somehow work together.
Well, you have a vibraphone on what's the big song that has the vibraphone on it? Lost Art of Keeping a Secret. You have fucking baritone sax. You have a flugelhorn on this album, and it fucking works. It all works.
Yeah.
Drugs, man. Drugs are good. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
They work, guys. They work. Until they don't, and then things are sad.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to say this every time we do this because I'm very rarely going to pick the obvious album. This would have been the obvious DL's 10 out of 10 album. We could cover this on 4 episodes if we wanted to, but I don't pick those because I know that eventually we're going to get to them. It's my way of cheating. It's my way of covering more albums Rated R is gonna fucking happen. So yeah, we'll talk about Rated R more in the future. Rachel, what is the best song on Rated R?
The best song is The Lost Art of Keeping a Secret.
Whatever you do, don't tell anyone, okay?
It's an amazing song.
It's an amazing song.
Fucking amazing. Evil, what's the best song?
I'm cheating a little bit here. I'm going to give you 3 songs, and then I'll reveal which one is the best song when I do the top songs for their whole catalog.
Oh, okay. Love it.
So in the running are The Lost Art of Keeping a Secret, Autopilot, and In the Fade.
I wish I could show you my notes where I have Lost Art of Keeping a Secret, Autopilot, and In the Fade as the 3 best songs on Rated R. So the question is, which one is yours? Which one
Yeah.
is in your top 5, or are they all in your top 5?
We'll see when we get there, huh?
They're all in the fuck there.
You love this album.
A little bit.
In the Fade, Autopilot is the only one that Autopilot sounds like it's a fucking 60s song. Autopilot does not sound like a fucking
Right?
2000 Queens of the Stone Age song. And I'm saying that's in the best way. Like, that song's fucking amazing.
Yep.
It sounds like it's fucking Cream or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds like this band should be opening for Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Like, it's otherworldly. It totally
It
is.
It should be in the soundtrack for the coolest movie ever made.
Hey guys, remember when we saw them play it live? So fucking good. Oh my God. OMV, you guys. Should we go on to Songs for the Deaf?
We should. Would love to do
It's
that.
Songs for the Deaf, you guys.
Don't die your segment.
You're really into this ASMR. You're wanting to make some money now, Rach.
Let's do this.
Shouldn't we be shouting,
August-
actually? We're talking songs for the deaf.
Evil, you shout. Rachel, you whisper. Let's make
Let's do
some
some
money.
fun editing for you.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm done. August of 2020. Psych. August of 2002. Recorded in LA, Hollywood, and San Rafael. Yes, that's right. Queens of the Stone Age. Sell out. It is also on Interscope. It is Josh Homme, Eric Valentine, and Adam Casper. Casper is just a fucking massive name. He's done a lot of Foo Fighters. He produced Down on the Upside, the Into the Wild soundtrack with Eddie Vedder, which is one of my favorites. I'm sure we'll talk about it someday. He also did some Tragically Hip. Basically, he's a fucking coolest of the cool he's had some part of. And Eric Valentine, who's a much more pop guy, also, Third Eye Blind, All American Rejects. So basically they took one super poppy guy and one actual talented guy, and they threw them together to produce an album that I think did pretty good. It is basically Homme, Oliveri, Grohl, and Lanigan. And there's a lot of people helping out, but those were the main folks. Yeah. And this is Homme's Fear and Loathing album. He decided, you know what I want to do? I want to make an album where it sounds like you're just on all the drugs and all the booze and you're just driving down the fucking desert. And that's what he based the whole song on, the whole album on. That's why he does the little radio DJ things in between. He wanted to basically, you're listening to the radio, but every time you turn it to something else, it's still the fucking Queens of the Stone Age. He wants to take over the world. Evil, Songs for the Deaf. Are you a fan of this album?
Huge fan of this album. Chris Goss also assisted production on this. He's not listed as a producer, but and played some guitar and did other stuff.
I didn't know that.
I think he might have been one of the DJ segments. He might have been the voice.
Oh.
It says recording, so yeah, I think you're probably right.
Yeah, as DJ Elastic Ass of KRDL, Curdle 109.
That's fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, when this came out, I was glowing over Rated R and was super excited when it hit and was not disappointed. I do think as an album, because it is kind of a concept album, it might be a better album experience than Rated.
I mean,
yeah.
Look, they had fucking radio hits on this album.
Dude.
No One Knows and Go With the Flow were played. They were a every hour on the hour song. Rach, what are your thoughts on Songs for the Deaf?
I thought this was great. I was impressed interstitials are, I don't want to say they're hard to do. They're hard to make me happy.
They usually suck ass.
Okay, they're hard to do.
Yes.
I don't usually love them. I think these worked as, I don't know if one of you said it just now, or if it's just something that it's in my brain as it's a drive from LA to Joshua Tree. So it feels like the drive. It feels like the interstitials they're connective tissue between each of the songs. And so it doesn't feel like this extra thing that doesn't make sense. It feels like it's bringing everything together. So in that way, it works really well. And it is put together well as an album. It's not like the first one was kind of a, felt a little slammed together. And this feels more like a good flow, A-side, B-side, song into song sort of album.
Have you seen the video of Grohl recording the intro for Songs for the Dead and them basically just cracking up the whole time because it's so fucking insane? Dude, it's like one of my big takes for this band was that, and I said it in the last episode, and hopefully you get what I mean with this, is they are like the Homme's path is like the dark, edgy. It's like the Krampus. It's like Dave Grohl's Santa Claus and Josh Homme's Krampus, basically, is what it is. But then you get to Songs for the Deaf, and Dave Grohl he's just the fucking man, you guys. He brings something to this album that they don't have in any of the other fucking albums. And I don't know why I almost don't like saying that, but God damn, he's just fucking crushing this album.
Yeah.
Absolutely crushing it.
You said that Oliveri was the backbone of Rated R. Grohl is like the backbone here.
Yes.
And if you watch footage of him when he was touring and playing this stuff live, he is crushing the kit. He is just like, you can tell how much fun he's having.
That's what I was going to say. He's having so much fucking fun.
Yep.
And I remember one thing I do remember this album is Foo Fighters fans were terrified because Foo Fighters fans were like, he's not fucking coming back from this. Like, he's not leaving this band. I guess they're glad he did. I don't know. I could have done with a couple more of these.
Yeah.
Personally. One thing that we haven't talked about at all, and honestly, I didn't really study it very much, is any of the artwork for any of the albums. That sounds like you maybe did.
I didn't study as far as read, but I studied as far as looked at all of them.
Looking at the albums? Yeah.
Yes.
What's your favorite album cover?
Ooh, that's a great question. They're all so different, and I don't know if I like that.
I like the Songs for the I like the sperm cell Q thing.
Yep.
That they did on this one. I like that.
Sure. And I like like Clockwork. The Queens, Era Vulgaris reminds me of some album, and I cannot put my finger on it. But I feel like the color scheme
20s cartoons
is something, and I thought it was the Queers or NoFX. There's one that's similar to NoFX that's turned to the side, but it's a different purple color.
Yeah.
But I think in that way, it made me think punk rock, and it kind of is a punk rock album.
You know what album cover I fucking love is the Villains album cover. Like the devil covering his eyes.
That is absolutely my favorite.
That album cover is fucking rad.
That's just fun.
Also understated and a kind of a this is our opus album cover is that Rated R album cover of like the movie preview Rated R thing.
Yeah.
That's fucking smart.
Very.
He's witty, you guys.
Yeah, he is.
He's a witty gentleman. Songs of the Deaf. I have a feeling it's going to be number 1, 2, or 3 on most, if not all, of our lists. We'll find out.
It's so good.
But don't sleep on the next album, which is Lullabies to Paralyze. Do you see what I did there?
I saw
Everyone,
that.
do you see what I did there? 2005.
Oh, are we going to do favorite song?
Favorite songs, buddy. Slow
Obviously we are. That's why I'm going to start myself and say that some things are big for a reason. And I am going to say No One Knows is the best song on Songs for the Deaf. Also, side note, I may or may not, all of my favorites are I double dipped. So this is not, there are some songs I like more on this album, but No One Knows I think is the best song. Rachel, what about you?
Same.
I mean, some things are popular for a reason,
It's
you guys.
just so good. I hate that it is, I think it's the highest listened on Spotify or single or banger or whatever, but it just really is the best song. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff, but
we're simple bitches, Rach.
That's okay.
It is. Evil, save us.
I want to, before I say what I think the best song is, I want to point out that something I said about the previous record is the opener. Oliveri's vocals on that opener are amazing. And I like the contrast between the different lead singers on this. And for best song, I mean, there's a lot that you could pick, but you guys are right. And there's a reason that even Rick Beato did a whole episode on what makes this song great about No One Knows. I encourage everyone to listen to that because there's some really cool stuff that you wouldn't hear without like him like peeling away the layers. And at one point, there's a piece where he's like, "This is the coolest thing that I've ever covered on one of these episodes." Yep.
I'm gonna have to. All right, I'll go listen to
Yep.
it after this. That's exciting. Well, we're all simple bitches, everybody.
Yeah,
we are
pretty
all
much.
simple
fine.
bitches. Now, unfortunately, I already ruined the amazing intro that I did for this album, but that's okay. It's Lullabies to Paralyze, their 2005 album. It came out in March, produced by Jaume again and Joe Barresi and Van Nuys. Joe Barresi, if you ever hear a producer go by Evil Joe, that's him.
Hey, I got trademark on that shit.
Yeah, for real. So at this point, they had lost Lanigan and Oliveri for, well, one of them, we now know why. Lanigan, nobody has ever said, but I would be very shocked if it wasn't for drugs.
Yeah.
Lanigan was very infamous for doing way too much heroin and disappearing for long periods of time, much like most of our heroes. Lullabies to Paralyze is a little, big shocker. It's a little bit darker. It's a little bit, I don't want to say, I don't know, calmer. Rachel, how would you describe this album?
I mean, maybe. I like to look at what's going on in their lives when they're recording stuff. And this is right after he married Brody from the Distillers. So I feel like maybe he's like settling down and chilling because he had a kid like a month after they got married. And so maybe he was getting into like calm down dad mode for this one.
I would agree with that. There's also, this is the maybe only album. First off, I love this album. I have it. I listen to it. It's actually when it comes to vinyl, this is probably top 2 that I'll pop on. Just because it's such an easy fucking listen. But this is also maybe the one Queens of the Stone Age album where I'll hear it and I'll be like, they kind of already did this song. There is a little bit of repetition which that is any other band, you expect that every single album. Queens of the Stone Age isn't like that. They're very different album to album, but this one is kind of, it's like, this song was basically already on Songs for the Deaf. Like Medication, that intro, you kind of think you're hearing Feel Good Song of the Year, Feel Good Hit of the Summer when you first turn it on. That sort of thing happens. But you also have songs like fucking Little Sister and, it's Queens of the Stone Age, fucking rocks. Evil, what are your thoughts on Lullabies to Paralyze?
This is like the dark horse album in the whole catalog for me. Like I don't know what to do with it. And I wrote, they're on autopilot. but that's okay because it's a fucking great autopilot to have set.
It really is.
It's more of the same, but the same is really fucking good.
This is so when I was ranking my Queens of the Stone Age albums, this was the one that I was wanting to put up super, super high and trying to justify it to myself. You know what I mean? Like
same.
No. This is why Lullabies to Paralyze is better than X, or I don't know why. I want to love this album.
I'll say this. This is a little bit of leading the witness. I think that they have 3 absolutely great albums that are contenders for 10 of 10 albums. Maybe not all 10 of 10s, but contenders. And then the rest of their catalog are good to very good. There's no bad albums.
No.
This is one that I couldn't tell. I waffle between, is it good or is it very good? I'm not quite sure.
I would agree. It's one of those albums where I feel like you turn, because I'm looking at the track list right now, and I feel like you turn on one song and you might want to give it a 5 out of 10. But then the next song comes on, which, Burn the Witch, Someone's in the Wolf, Little Sister. Is like, oh, this is a fucking 9 out of 10. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Feel the same way.
I guess we'll find out, right?
Yes.
I guess we'll find out. Rachel, what's the best song on Lullabies to Paralyze?
I don't know if this is fair. It's this lullaby.
Why is that not fair?
It's because it's not Josh. I feel like maybe that's not fair, but it's so beautiful. It's so haunting. Mark Lanigan's voice, like really, that song with the Catacomb would have been like the most amazing thing in the entire world to hear his voice with that kind of acoustics.
Well, Lanigan's in the band. It's absolutely fair.
I know. It's just he's so in and out. It's whatever. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's
Mark.
what she said.
What part? What part did you say?
So in and out.
He's so
Fair,
in and
yes.
out.
Evil, what's the best song on Lullabies to Paralyze?
Someone's in the Wolf is kind of
So
it's
long.
the weird shit that is missing in the second half of their catalog for me.
Okay.
It's like the last one of the
Foreshadowing.
weird things that I feel like I want more of from this point forward.
I don't know. Air Vulgaris is pretty fucking weird.
It's weird in a different way, though.
Yes. This was really hard for me to decide between Little Sister and Someone's in the Wolf. Someone's in the Wolf. I am picking Little Sister. And the reason I picked Little Sister is it's actually very, very similar to what Evil said, but I have a very hot take for the later albums in their career, and it has to do with songs like Someone's in the Wolf. So I will share that when we get to it. Let's go. So next album in their discography is Era Vulgaris 2007. We are not covering that. We are covering
Skipsies.
that. That's what she said. Next week in DL's 10 out of 10s. That's right. This is the album that I picked. I have great reasons for it. And actually, after we've gone through that, I'm actually very glad that I picked that one. So let's jump to the next one. Rachel, bake it away, toys.
Bake it away, indeed. 2013, we have Like Clockwork. It was released
do.
on the 3rd of June. Yes. 2013 on Matador.
Fun fact, the first band I was ever in, we named ourselves Runs Like Clockwork.
Really?
Josh Homme stole it from me. That's okay.
Clearly.
Yeah, he totally did, because that was before.
Yep.
Anyway.
Go ahead.
Shouldn't you get some sort of reparations for that?
I'm still trying.
He'll listen to this. He'll know. Then he'll cut that check. This was produced by Josh, James Lavelle, and not Trent. Apparently Trent was going to party, and then he had some conflicting something or something.
Yeah.
He had other stuff to do.
He was so busy.
I'm Trent Reznor.
He realized he liked doing scores and went there.
Man, he did some good work. They played, fun fact, during this time, they played at the Grammys with one of those fun mashups with 9 Inch Nails, Copy of a Copy, and My God is the Sun. Did you guys see that?
No.
So, yeah. So I couldn't find the original video, but I did find the rehearsal video of them doing it.
I
And they
love that.
It was all in. Like they did great. Also, I'm looking at drums. So it was Joey on the drums, but for the Grammys, it was Dave at the.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, no Dave on this one. You've got Joey Castillo on the drums, and then a bunch of other guys that show up. I guess Dave does do drums on a couple songs on that one, and then Mark.
He does
Lanigan
drums.
again. He does the drums on a couple songs, and Mark does the vocals on one of the songs, and then Nick, a little bit of back vocals. Nick Oliveri.
That's true.
This was good. I feel like I expected not this. I expected to get punched in the face. And I didn't get punched in the face. I don't know why I thought that, but I did.
Because they usually punch you in the face.
Also, wasn't there Elton John was on? Yes, Elton John did a little bit on this too.
Well, so one of the things that I noticed, sorry, where are you?
No, go ahead.
I'm just going to interject because I'm rude. But one of the things that I noticed and when we saw them live that I hadn't put together is how much influence he has taken from Bowie and Prince and like
yeah.
Like
100%.
there were times in that concert where if you close your eyes, you're like, this is fucking David Bowie.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
And this is the first album where it's like, wait, he's not trying to beat the shit out of people. He's trying to fuck people. Like that sort of thing, you know. I just remember we all need to do a cheers for if we raise our, you gotta want it. Okay.
Did I look angry? I was trying to look angry.
No, you looked opposite of angry. It works though. Evil, I'm extremely intrigued to hear your thoughts on when this era of Queens of the Stone Age, when they get a little more cool, like they've always been really cool, but this is a little more sneaky, suave sort of stuff over Rock Your Face Off.
Agree. First album with no credits to Chris Goss.
Okay.
But I mean, and that makes sense. There was
Bye Stoner Rock.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it's like this is okay, we are entering a new era with this album is what that says to me. This was the surprise album out of the whole batch for me. I think in terms of album experience, it's second only to Songs for the Deaf as an album experience.
Awesome.
Yeah. I saw a lot of people online like referring to it as like a return to form, and I'm like, that doesn't feel right. This is like an evolution into something else.
Don't get it at all. I don't get that at all.
It's not a return. It's like they have changed, or he has changed into something different, but also still really fucking good.
Yes. Yeah. I think Era Vulgaris, which we'll talk about, was really kind of a gateway album into this. It was kind of half and half. It was also kind of their last let's be super fucked up rock stars album.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this seems way more, we're like we were talking about earlier, it's a little more we're kind of adulting now and we're trying to make art instead of being
This
a
is
rock
the beginning
band.
of the adult phase in my 4 era arc.
Yes. Which it's also off a Matador label, which Matador, this has a little bit of like a fucking Interpol kind of dark post-punk feel to it.
Right. We're going to start wearing cool suits when we play and we're slicker and you know, we're going to drink, you know, fine whiskeys instead of beer, kind of or tequila, I guess. You know, we're not doing shots anymore. We're having craft cocktails, and
there's going to be parts of our songs where it sounds like we've been listening to a lot of Vangelis and stuff like that, and we're going to get a little synth wavy.
Yep. I really like this album.
That surprises me. No, it doesn't surprise me because it does rock. This album fucking rocks.
There's not a skippable track.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Interesting.
Itchy Gitchy. Rach, what's the best song on Like Clockwork?
I Sat by the Ocean.
Did you? Did you drink a potion to try to forget me?
Every day. It's the basic bitch out answer, but it also has this really cool guitar part that leads when you first start off the chorus.
Yeah,
that's
that
this
windy. I love that.
Yeah, that's real good. That's what I picked.
Had you heard that song before studying for this?
I don't know that I had, but it's real fucking catchy.
If I'd never heard it, it would be by far my like favorite song on the fucking album. I would fucking love it. I said If I Had a Tail. It's just fucking like it's everything we just talked about. I feel like it almost sounded like a negative. None of that is negative. He's getting to his like David Bowie phase. That's a good phase to be in. And a song like If I Had a Tail is kind of that to a T. Like suddenly he's singing, you know, Itchy Gitchy Ooh La La to start a song. And he's a fun guy. He's a clever guy. Evil, what's the best song on the album?
So far and away, I spent some time in the Queens of the Stone Age subreddit. Like the best song in there by votes is I Appear Missing. And I'm like,
really?
Interesting. Not for me. It's I Sat by the Ocean, and it's that windy guitar. I mean, it speaks to me.
It's a fantastic song.
Yeah.
Should we get to Villains? 2017's Villains, produced by Mark Ronson, who did, you know,
Mark
stuff like
Ronson.
Back to Black. So if you hear a little more soul and a little less rock on an album like Villains, that is why. Still on Matador label, still kind of, I love what Evil said. We're wearing suits, we're wearing black suits, and we're drinking fine whiskeys before shows now.
Yeah.
We're doing shows in purple suits at a theater in New Orleans. That's with a fucking orchestra. That's the type of band that we are now. It's funny that this is Matador. It's just so Matador. Well, here's what's funny though, is last album and this album, I thought that you two were going to hate because you two aren't typically Matador style people. Queen's doing it, changes it a bit. It does add a little more of a rock concept. Jaume had gotten a divorce, and I think, wait, no. His divorce was in 2019. So it was after this. Never mind. I was thinking of Times New Roman, but he hadn't gotten a divorce yet. Maybe he was in a bit of, maybe he was happy here. Maybe, I don't know. For me, nothing jumps out on this album to me. And if we were talking about albums that kind of, this reminds me a lot of Like Clockwork. I don't know. I have to be in the mood to like this album. It's almost, there's a lot on this album that's like, it reminds me of the Strokes Angles album. It's just kind of out of left field, and I don't find it super memorable. It's one of those albums where I'd put one or two songs on a mix, and that's about it, except for the fucking cover, which is, we already talked about, is rad. Rachel, what do you think of Villains?
This one was a lot more, happy that I found out the Mark Ronson aspect of it after I had made my opinion of it, because I think that would have formed it, but it would have been the exact same opinion. It's a lot more commercial and accessible for the public, I guess. It's a lot more pop centric, I guess, and it's
Pop
not
centric is
it's not
yes.
bad by any means. Everything is good. Queens of the Stone Age, I found, but it is the least Queens of the Stone Age album.
There was a line, I think it was in like Wikipedia or something like that, where he was talking about how this was he wanted a dance album. He wanted like what was
And it
the Foo Fighters one, the Medicine at Midnight. This was like Hame's Medicine at Midnight kind of. He wanted a dance album. What did you think, Evil?
Out of the gate, I fucking love the production on it. I don't love the production for Queens of the Stone Age.
Okay, I like it.
It's uncanny valley a little bit for me. There's not enough distortion on the guitars. For a guy who like guards his guitar secrets, he let the producer do this to his guitar. It's like disco rockabilly guitar.
Okay, so I
sounds great.
Also wrote, it sounds like Brian Setzer drove by in one of those open air trucks while the Queens were recording.
Yes, that's perfect.
What's not to love about that?
But at the same time, it's not, like I said, they have what I would say are 3 great albums and the rest are good to really good. This is a good album. It's better than most shit. It is.
Well, yeah.
It's better than most shit, everybody.
Yeah, it's better than most shit.
Goes off. Never mind.
I also like that they're willing to like try some new stuff. Like the dings we gave against Lullabies don't apply here. Like it's not autopilot. It's not as good, but I like that he's taking risks and trying new things. And some of them work. Sometimes there's a song that I really when we talk about favorite songs, I'll go into that a little more.
Do it now. What's the best? Wait, favorite songs or best song on this album?
Best song of the album.
Go ahead.
I think it's The Evil Has Landed, and I want to hear it with rated R or Songs for the Deaf production, because that would fucking rip, filtered through the production of that era. That song would be one of my favorite songs of theirs.
Love it. Love it. No, Rach, go ahead. What's the best song on this?
The Way You Used to Do. It's the catchiest song.
It is catchy.
So catchy.
Is that the one where he's dancing in the video in the like black leather outfit? It's silly.
No, that's Boilermaker.
No.
I'm kidding.
You know what? Thought experiment. Take this whole album, have him collaborate with Royal Blood, and you would have a fucking killer album.
Yes, please. I would listen to that. Best song for me is Hideaway. The build at the end. The end is the last minute of that. They're versing. And the guitar is playing that same lick over and over. It's fucking rad. I love that fucking song. And that brings us to the last song on the list. It is In Time's New Roman. What did I say?
Song.
Last album. They know what the fuck I meant. Golly.
I don't want you to look stupid, David.
I'm always going to look stupid. In Time's New Roman 2023. Yes, we did cover it on the pod a while back.
But
also, Manador. Now we're older and wiser. Produced by Queens and Queens alone. It's just them, motherfuckers. I think when you're dealing with the extreme ups and downs of life, you don't stop and go, I should really make a record. Those things don't exist in that moment. If your roof is flooding, you don't say, we should make a record about it. You have to stop yourself drowning in a flood. We recorded it probably 2.5 years ago, but it just sat there waiting to be finished. I didn't sing it until last November. I wasn't done living. Honestly, I was probably afraid. I wasn't ready. You need the flood to be over, and then you can decide whether you can accept the flood. I think with this being a record about acceptance, you need to actually get there yourself. That is Home on this album. I did not give, much like, look, we don't have time when we're doing quick fires to give albums the chance that they need.
Sure.
I didn't give this album the chance that it needed at the time, or look up like what I didn't understand what had happened with Home. Him fucking dying.
Yeah.
Just for a couple minutes.
Just for a couple minutes.
Just for a little bit.
Yeah, he had gone in for what, knee surgery? Was it knee surgery
Knee
or
surgery.
can't? Yeah.
He did have cancer, but this was a different one.
Yeah.
Different surgery.
And he ended up with MRSA. I think,
MRSA.
yeah. See, what happens, kids, is when you do a bunch of drugs and booze your whole life,
It's
and
not
then you
his
get
fault.
older. It's not?
MRSA,
The
no,
devil
it's
made
just
him do it?
the drugs don't work. It's not him doing
I
drugs.
am of the opinion that when you put your body through hell your whole life, your
It's
body
not
does
necessarily
not
his fault.
heal as fast as it would have.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did. He died for a couple minutes, and then they
He got better.
defibrillated him back. He's good to go.
Paddled.
Evil, what are your thoughts on In Times New Roman?
I think we're probably all on the same page here. We didn't give it enough time or attention that it
Yes.
deserved. Because it's better.
Agreed.
It is better than our lukewarm
We were so
reaction to
casual about
Quickfire.
it.
Yeah. It grew on
You know
me.
why?
That's what
We
she
hadn't
said.
seen that fucking concert yet. That's why.
That's also
Yeah,
true.
you know, rose-colored glasses, man.
Yes.
Yeah. Benefit of the doubt goes to him and anything he does at this point. But I like this. It's in the good to. I don't know about very good. It's in the good category. It's a good album. I don't know if it's very good yet.
Rach, what do you think?
I'm still not in the. I agree. I'm still not in the very good with this. We absolutely didn't give it enough credit. And again, I like to know what's going on with people to know why they're writing what they're writing. If I had known all
Yeah.
the shit they had gone through, and also it's right after COVID. It's everybody hated their life and was having a hard time. I think all of us would have probably appreciated it a little bit more than we did.
Yeah. Fair. I think that there are songs on here that just hit. This album is a group of dudes, including Josh Homme, that are comfortable with each other. They've been playing a long time. They've been touring a long time. There is shit they do, and there's shit they do in every album they're like, so there's shit they do in this album that you do not hear from other bands.
Right.
And the twists and turns they do in a song, and suddenly they're resolving into this awesome rock thing at the end of. I like this album, and there are songs that they're just doing. There's just something about it and the choices they're making on this album. And it is going back to what I said about the other song. There is a little more on this one of that kind of 60s classic. There's a lot of I hear a lot more old school fucking Clapton influences sort of stuff, and it makes me dig it, man. I dig it. I think the best song is What the Peephole Says. He's so clever, you guys. Don't you think? I love just that end. The tonight is the night. Think it's so fucking cool. I love that shit. That's so fucking rad. Evil, what's your favorite song what's the best song on In Times New Roman?
I think, before I say that, I agree with you. I think this is a group of
really
very, very accomplished, very deft musicians doing some really cool stuff. It still feels safe compared to a Rated R or a Songs for the Deaf. It's not
older.
They have a lot on the line too. Like it feels a little overproduced, maybe. And that might be because they did it themselves. And so
could be.
There's a lot of pressure to put out a really good product because of that.
Fair.
I still think it's great. The Emotion Sickness, which I think that's the one I picked during the Quickfire.
That's a great song.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty. The album is maybe just a little bit too pretty for me.
Okay. Yeah, it is. But, I mean, yeah. Rach, what's your best song?
I said Obscenery. I think it was
That's great.
a great intro to this album.
Yeah, it is.
It's amazing.
So-
It's a horn dog song, but that's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. No, that song's fucking rad.
Yeah.
I love that song. Hi, everybody. We're back, and we're going to rank some shit. Let's do some top 5 favorite Queens of the Stone Age songs. Aren't you all excited? Does each person have 5? Did you do it?
I can make a 5.
You're
I did
gonna have to
8, but I can make a 5.
take those 3 out. Make it 5.
Yeah, it's 5. It'll be 5.
Evil, what is your 5th
Hold on.
favorite Queens of the Stone Age song?
Hold on.
Evil's.
He has to find his notes.
What's track 1 on Rated R?
I honestly, I could have picked 5 songs from Rated R. I could have.
Yeah.
I didn't do that,
Proud of you.
but I love not the first track because it's like one of those weird hidden tracks,
Oh,
but the
yeah.
first official track or first song on Songs for the Deaf. It's just known as Millionaire to the fans, but
Yeah.
it's you think I ain't worth $1, but I feel like a millionaire.
But I feel like a millionaire.
Because I feel like Oliveri's vocals need to be recognized, and that song is a fucking banger. It's a great album opener.
Fucking bangs, guys. It fucking bangs. No, that's a great opener. It's amazing. Mine, we're a little foreshadowing. I'm about to tip this shit on its head. My 5th favorite Queens of the Stone Age song is Negative Space off of In Times New Roman.
Wow.
I think you are correct that it is very cleanly produced.
Yeah.
but the fucking the hook, the moans that Queens gets very good at later in their careers with kind of the 3-part harmony ghost sounding shit. Negative Space is fucking great stuff. I absolutely love it. Rachel, what is your 5th favorite Queens of the Stone Age song?
My 5th favorite is Go With the Flow from Songs from the Deaf. Songs from
Can
the
you
Deaf.
go with the
Songs
flow?
of For Alcohol.
Songs of
Songs
for
for the
alcohol,
deaf.
the deaf. But can you go with the flow?
No.
You cannot.
No.
I
I'm
love
too
the
stressed
drums in
out.
that song.
You what?
Fuck yeah. I also love the piano, just the dun, 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 dun. I want that job.
Rock and roll,
I just want
man.
to do that for a whole song. Don't
Number
you?
4.
No?
Number 4? I
Take it
sat by
away.
the ocean. I
Did you
sat by
drink a
the
potion?
ocean. I still like that song from
You
the
should.
Clockwork.
Because it's fucking amazing.
Because it's fucking amazing.
Isn't it? All right. I'm proud of you. My number 4, it is, I mean, I'll say it, and then I'm saying it just so people can comment other ones, because I know that it's insane to say, and I'm sure I could, if I stopped and thought, that I'd have 17 other ones come up, but possibly, but I'm drunk enough to say best drum intro to a song ever. And I just thought of one that's cruiser. Songs for the Dead
Yeah.
is fucking that whole,
Pretty
and it's not
badass.
just the drum intro. That whole fucking song is
Yep.
perfection. It rocks your goddamn eyeballs out of your face. Evil, what's your 4th favorite Queen song?
So, okay. Number 1, before I go any further, these lists, both the song list and the album list, super difficult to put together.
Yep.
Like, there's so much gold in them Thar Hills. It
Would
was,
you say most difficult band dissection that
yeah,
we've done?
1,000%.
in terms of ranking, for sure.
Yep.
And I
I
found
agree.
myself like leaning towards, okay, I got to do more research, and I've got to like pick stuff that's like,
You gotta want it.
I know this is a band that has a rabid fan base, and so I wanted to kind of like take that into consideration. And then I'm like, no, fuck you all. I'm right. You guys are wrong if your list
There it
isn't the
is.
same as mine. So
There it is.
my number 4 is No One Knows. There's a
Yeah.
reason it has almost 600 million streams at this point.
The song's
true.
amazing.
It's so good.
It's also, as far as the Queens of the Stone Age sound,
Yeah.
you aren't really gonna find a better example, like here's Queens of the Stone Age. If you like this song, you're gonna like their whole fucking discography.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. No, it's a great pick.
Yep.
What's your number 3?
And this is where what I just led with comes into play. It is The Lost Art of Keeping a Secret off of Rated R.
Also pretty good.
I remember
song.
hearing that for the very first time and being like, what is this? What is this band? What is this music?
I'm intrigued. It surprised me that you would have that song on your list, and it's 3. Now I'm very. My number 3. It was gonna have to happen. I was gonna have to have a Lanigan song on here.
Yeah.
All right. It's fucking Mark Lanigan. Hanging Tree off of Songs for the Deaf
Yeah.
it's perfect Queens of the Stone Age. It's rock your face off guitar, and then it's super eerie Mark Lanigan singing about a hanging tree. So fuck you guys. That song's amazing. Kiss my butt. Rachel, what's your 3rd favorite Queens of the Stone Age song?
No one knows.
Well,
Nobody
then
does
how
know.
the fuck? Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, it just slaps. Copy paste evil.
You are no offense, but just the simplest bitch on these.
It gets better and then it gets worse again. You're in for a treat.
I mean, that's the thing, is their radio friendly songs are
Yeah.
Fucking good.
Yeah,
I think
they're
it's that
amazing.
I definitely picked ones that I'm just like got stuck in my head in the last handful of days.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, I probably like that because I can't stop thinking about it.
What's your number 2?
This is where it gets better for a second. This
For a
lullaby. It's not a radio favorite. It's
No.
just a
Wow.
beautiful, beautiful song
It's just
sung by Mark.
Lanigan being the fucking man.
Yeah.
It really is. My number 2, and this is where I will talk about my hot take for the later albums. My number 2 is, don't even know how to pronounce it, Collapsia off of Like Clockwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good track.
Oh, it's fucking amazing. It is the
Said
song
Captain
that
Obvious.
it is the song that if you closed your eyes at that concert you'd be like you could picture David Bowie up there singing it.
Oh yeah.
And this is the flaw internally for myself of their later career albums, is that some of the songs that are the best songs are now meant to be heard the way that we heard them, fucking
Yes.
acoustic or with an orchestra behind them. Collapsia is a brilliant fucking song. I only want to hear the Live in the Catacombs version now.
Yeah.
And
It was
there
hard
are
listening to a lot of this stuff and not having an orchestra behind it.
there are a lot
Yeah.
of songs in their later year stuff that is like that. So
Mhm.
it kind of like Villains, like Clockwork, it kind of fucking punches it down a little bit
Yeah.
to no fault of theirs. But Collapsia is my second favorite Queens. I've loved that song since it came out
At least 12 years.
At least 4 weeks. Evil, what's your second favorite Queens song?
I can't believe that this is number 2, but I have a reason for it.
Well, I hope.
And it is In the Fade.
That's such a good song.
What do you say? I mean, it's In the Fade.
What is your favorite Queens of the Stone Age song?
I'm so glad you asked because I have to continue the thought. I can't believe that In the Fade is number 2. And I was waffling so hard because once again, I was in the Queens of the Stone Age subreddit, big thread on what's the best song. And I'm like, why? I'm searching. This is not in, it was nobody's pick. And I'm like, am I wrong? Is this? No, I'm not wrong. They're all fucking wrong.
Everybody else is wrong.
It is Autopilot. That's one of the greatest songs that's ever been recorded. The guitar in that is brilliant. I fucking love that song. It's the mood. They captured something in terms of feel and mood and vibe on that album that is nowhere else in recorded music history.
Do you remember when we heard that song live?
Honestly, that's a huge reason why it's my pick.
Do you think that it doesn't get the respect it gets because it's Oliveri singing?
Probably.
Like, I wonder if a lot of people just, if it's not Hame or Lanigan, they're just kind of.
Well, Lanigan is a duo. Lanigan's singing too.
Yeah, but I think when I think of that
harmonizing.
song, I think of Oliveri's voice.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah. I think there is something to that.
Dude,
But
Shoes singing it at the concert was fucking
It's fucking
impeccable.
great.
It was fantastic.
That's why it's the song. The song is when that played at the concert, I was just like, this is the like climax of the concert for me. It was so good. So good. That guitar,
and he came.
yeah.
My favorite Queens of the Stone Age song is a Oliveri, Hame, and Grohl working at the best that they can. And even though I kind of talked a little bit of shit about Hame's higher range, he does it perfectly in this song. The guitar, everything rocks. The chorus is perfect. The hook totally kills me. It's a simple 2-part harmony. It is First It Giveth off of Songs
We
for
haven't
the
even
Deaf.
talked about that yet.
Yes.
There's a reason, because it's DL's favorite Queens of the Stone Age song. It has been for whenever fucking Songs for the Deaf came out. Like that is one of my, that is a top 5 go way too fast in my car and sing that as loud as I fucking can songs.
1000%.
Oh my God. It is so, Dave Grohl's DNA is all over that song too. The Grohl and Hame, it's a perfect fucking song. It's a perfect song. Rachel, what is your favorite song?
It's funny that you mentioned that. We haven't talked about it before. When I was trying to rank these albums, I was like, this is an impossible task and I can't do it. And so what I did is I wrote all the albums down and then I wrote all of the songs that I liked off of those albums.
That's a DL thing to do. You're getting intense.
And then I mathed it and I was like, how much do I like these songs versus the other songs? But that was one of the reasons why I ranked Songs for the Deaf where I ranked it, is because that song fucking rules. So long distance high
You're
five.
very smart. You're very smart.
Thank you. You do something that I do. You're so smart.
Yeah. I mean, we all work like that. Let's not lie.
Sure. 100%. My number 1 is The Lost Art of Keeping a Secret, and that's where I go basic bitch.
Yeah.
No, that's not basic at all.
Hey, some things are basic for a reason.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just good.
Yeah, dude. It sounds like we're on a lot of the same pages
Yeah,
here. I like
we have
it.
some similar tastes.
Let's have some fun. Let's rank some. I have no idea how the fuck this is gonna go. I honestly
so
don't, with the
crazy.
exception of maybe one or two things. Evil, what is your least favorite Queens of the Stone Age album?
Ooh,
Sorry.
yes,
Ma'am.
Vulgaris in there or not in there?
Yes.
It
in
is?
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is. It's one of these kids that's doing its own thing, and it's Villains is my number 8.
Mine too. It also is my least favorite Queens of the Stone Age album. Rachel, what's your
Ooh.
least favorite?
Wow. It's their
Why are you-
debut. And I
I
think
mean, I
it's,
was
it's
I
the
expected
least,
that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of surprised. I'm just surprised that's where it's nothing is bad on
Villains-
here. So I shouldn't be insulted
Right,
or
yeah.
surprised by anything.
It's
so
the least
when
good.
you said that every album is at least good or whatever, Villains is the only album that for me is like that could go as low as like a 5 out of 10 for me. I'm really
wow.
just not into it.
Not into it or not into it as far as Queens of the Stone Age.
Any really, like that is the one that is the only one that when I turn on, I'm like, I really, really want to go listen to something else now. Like
That's okay.
can I please fast forward to another album?
Hey, but it has a cool album cover.
It has an amazing album cover.
Hell yeah, it does.
And it has a couple amazing songs on it too. Rach,
Yeah,
what is
agreed.
your second least favorite Queens album?
Second least favorite is Times New Roman.
Okay.
And I for all of these, I feel like if I listened to them 5 or 10 more times each, then I maybe could scooch them around a little bit more. But this is just where I landed with my science project of songs.
It's fair.
I just didn't
Yeah.
have a lot of
No,
stuff
it's new.
that I
Well, it's-
loved. So
my second least favorite is the self-titled Queens of the Stone Age. So not so far off there,
Sure.
Rach. Kind of say it's still early times. It's like Evil said, it's as much Caius as it is Queens. And
Yep.
yeah. Evil, what's your second least favorite?
Man, this is where it gets like super muddy for me. I knew Villains was 8, and I know what my 3, 2, and 1 were.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
knew those out of the gate. This middle section, there was a lot of shells moving around here, and I had 2 others in this spot at one point, but right now it's in Times New Roman is my number 7.
Okay.
sure.
You two are tied. Oh no. She's so you're close.
Subtitle.
You're close. Evil, what is your third least favorite Queens of the Stone Age album?
Once again, I had this as high as number 4 at one point,
Wow.
but it is my
Wow.
6th, and it is the self-titled, which
Okay.
feels wrong. It feels wrong, but I'm like, well,
this
is where we're
What
at.
else
This,
you gonna put there?
tomorrow it could be something else. We got
Sure.
2 others that could be there.
Tomorrow. Yeah. Mine. This is where I hate doing this, but I am going, my third least is Lullabies to Paralyze. I really, really love listening to this album, but it is, out of all of it is kind of like Villains. It's not really throwing anything new to me, which is kind of what I like about Queens is they always do that. Rach, what is your third least favorite?
This is where Villains came in for me.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I feel like we have similar.
What is your number 5 Queens of the Stone Age album?
And this is, I did not give this one as much of a shot as the others, obviously, because we didn't cover it as Era Vulgaris. So I bet
Rude.
you once I listen to it, it'll scoot around.
Maybe.
So
Or maybe you fucking
maybe
hate it.
not. Maybe I fucking hate it.
Maybe you fucking hate it. Here's where I think the gears are gonna skirch a little bit. Well, it already did with her picking Era Vulgaris, but yeah, it's weird because we don't really talk about it, and then all of a sudden it's here. My number 5 is Like Clockwork. This is like Evil. This is one of those where any of these I would still call them 8 out of 10s.
Yeah.
But like Clockwork does the least for me out of the 8 out of 10s, I guess I'll say.
Had this at 4. I had it down at 7 at one point, but it grew on me, and it turns out autopilot worked out on this album for me, and it's Lullabies.
Good album.
It is.
What's your 4?
This one is, I think, the one that grew on me the most throughout the listens. Yeah. It's a grower. It's not a shower. I had it down at 7 for a long time, but it is Era Vulgaris.
Era Vulgaris. No. My number 4, which is quite a bit higher than either of yours, is In Times New Roman.
Yeah.
There are some songs on that I love.
Good.
It grows on me every time I listen to it. I'm a fan. I love it. What, Rachel, is your number 4?
My number 4 is Lullabies to Paralyze.
With the exception of a couple,
Yeah.
Yep.
The top 4 were
Mhm.
kind of hard. I mean, top 3, top 4 were hard to place for me.
well, so what's your 3? We're down to our 3 favorite albums. What's your number 3?
It's like clockwork.
You're just trying to score points with your hub.
No, because he thought it was number 1. And he said, fine, fuck me. I don't know my wife. If I was to score points, I'd say it's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's not. It's number 3.
My number 3, and this is where the gasps made. People might be very shocked by this. My number 3 is Rated R. It feels super weird putting that at 3 of
You
any
piece of
list
shit.
ever, but yet there it fucking sits.
There it is.
Just deal with it. Evil, what's your 3rd favorite Queen's album?
This was I think that was big shock for me listening to the whole catalog. But as an album, it just worked so good. And I think it's their best of their adult era. And it's like clockwork.
Yeah, I thought you were going to have their debut higher, personally.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too.
That's the surprising one. Well, we got to. So, I don't know if people are going to remember. They're pretty stupid. So for you, I think for you, both of you have Rated R and Songs for the Deaf left, correct?
Yes.
And I have Songs for the Deaf and Era Vulgaris left. Yes. So, Rach, what is your favorite Queen's album?
My favorite Queen's album is Songs for the Deaf.
Is it?
It is.
Which makes number 2 Rated R. Songs for the Deaf. Era Vulgaris is my number 2. It is very, very fucking close though, and Era Vulgaris is much better than you guys are saying it is. You're about to fucking find out. But Songs for the Deaf I didn't think it was gonna be my favorite, but goddamn, going back and studying it, it's just nonstop.
It's got so much
It really
goodness.
does. But the question of the night is Evil. Is it the No Doubt Never a Question Rated R being your favorite album of Queens?
Or was he Stockholmed?
I went into this knowing what my number 1 was. And then I started listening to stuff and I'm like, oh, I might be wrong. Because every time I listen to Songs for the Deaf, I'm like, this album is so fucking good.
Yeah.
But then I would go back and listen to Rated R and I'm like, nope, Rated R is the best Queens of the Stone Age album by miles for me. Not by miles, by a mile.
Okay.
That's not boo. I'm very glad at least one of us had Rated R as number 1.
Yeah.
It needed to happen.
But Songs for the Deaf, I mean, they're both, I don't
Pretty
think
good.
Like Clockwork is like I said, they have 3 great albums. I think Like Clockwork is great, maybe as high as a 9 out of 10. The other 2 are potential 10 of 10s for me. Like
Sure.
they're both so good. Like that lineup, holy shit.
Holy shit.
Insane. First it giveth, then it taketh
Yeah.
away. Queens of the Stone Age, everyone. I'm going to say definitely not, I know, for Rachel. I think I'm going to safely say no for me. It would be too presumptuous to say that no for Evil, so I'm going to ask him. Queens of the Stone Age, Mount Rushmore band for you? They'd be in top 10 for me, but not Rushmore.
Before the Catacomb show, I don't know what I would have said. But after that, I think so.
Really?
I think they're one of my favorites.
Hey, that show fucked us up, you guys.
Yeah. Well,
really
and then
did.
just listening, I even think Villains is a good album. There's not a bad album. There's not a bad album in their whole catalog.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of variety. Very clearly, I favor the front end of the albums, but there's great stuff throughout the whole catalog. It's all
there really
interesting.
Dude, I keep going back to In Times New Roman. I keep going back to their latest album. It's got really, really great shit. It really does. Queens of the Stone Age, that's it. Season 6, everybody, we're back and we're better than ever.
Woohoo.
Better than ever. Join us next week. You heard us not cover Era Vulgaris. That's because we are doing it next week.
It's because it's their 4th best album.
This is how much we love you guys. We are doing 3 10 out of 10s in a row. We are doing Era Vulgaris. We are doing an album that I think directly influenced what we saw in the Queens of the Stone Age show. And then we are doing an album that was directly responsible for us being at that fucking show. I am so grateful to that t-shirt I was wearing that we're going to do an episode on the fucking album.
Nice.
Yeah. VerseCourseVerse.com at VerseCourseVersePod. Rachel.
David.
Evil. Well, Evil's not technically, enjoy your weekends. Rachel, get out of your funk and enjoy your fucking holiday, for Christ's sake.
Hey. I should. That's good advice.
You should. Evil, enjoy your weekend, but you're allowed to be a little bit sad because you have to work on Monday.
Boo.
Go listen to some Queens. I'm going to go, what was it that I needed to listen to that you had said something about? I needed to go check it out after. There's a show, a concert. What the fuck was it?
I don't even remember at this point.
Damn it. You had said something in this episode that you had watched, and I was like, fuck, I need to watch that as soon as we get done.
That I've watched?
Yeah. God damn it.
In this
Listeners,
episode? What the
write
fuck?
us in 3 weeks when this comes out, or 4 weeks. Okay. We love you guys. Good night and good luck.
luck.
Good luck.
Bye.
Good luck.